Tonight, we are following the story about the plane that crashed in Santee on Monday, killing 2 people. Find out more in tonight's show.
And a new movie is coming to theaters this week, and it stars one of the most iconic horror movie villains. Find out who is appearing on the big screen in entertainment.
Was San Diego State's football team able to keep climbing up the rankings? And how is the MLB postseason shaking up? Stick around, find it all out in sports.
The Heat is about to make a comeback, but not for long. Find out when, later in weather.
Newscene starts now. And welcome to this week's edition of Newscene, a broadcast produced by the students of San Diego City College. Every Wednesday, we bring you the latest news of the week. The college requires everyone to wear a face mask indoors, and that includes all of our crew here in our studio. We have an exemption for those of us on camera. We continue to follow all necessary local, state, and federal guidelines to ensure a safe environment for those back on campus. But we remain as focused as ever on bringing you the latest news. We start tonight's show with the latest on the devastating plane crash in Santee. Federal investigators are now on the scene surveying the extensive damage. The small plane was headed to San Diego from Yuma, Arizona when it crashed into a UPS truck and 2 houses near Santana High School. The pilot, as well as the driver of the truck, died. Santee resident Andrew Piloth says neighbors jumped into action as flames engulfed the homes.
The neighborhood had come together and pulled both husband and wife out of the house, brought them over here, got them some water, put them in the chairs, and then EMS showed up shortly after that.
A preliminary report on the crash is expected in a couple of weeks, but a final report could take up to 2 years. And a new bill has been signed into law that will expand a program that allows community colleges to offer 4-year degrees. Here's more in the in-depth report. This could be a game changer here in California. Governor Gavin Newsom has given the green light for more community colleges to offer bachelor's degrees. Former Chancellor of the San Diego Community College District, Constance Carroll, is among those working for years on this plan. In a press release, she says the law will allow for community colleges to meet local workforce needs in an affordable manner. One success story has been Mesa College, which offers degrees in health information technology as part of a pilot program. The overall cost of that degree is a fraction of what a typical bachelor's costs. Created in the 1960s, the California Master Plan for Higher Education designates the roles of the CSU, UC, and California community college systems. City College President Ricky Shabazz was critical of the current education structure in an interview this week with City Times.
The top 12% of Californians, and really more so about the top 10% of Californians, get to go to a UC. Well, let's look at the majority of the students who get to go are upper middle class, by and large white, but not exclusively.
San Diego City College has not yet announced officially in what majors it could offer degrees in, but Shabazz said the college is in the exploratory phase with programs like renewable energy and alcohol and drug-related studies. It will be up to the faculty and departments to make their cases for offering a 4-year degree program. For more coverage on this developing story, check out sdcitytimes.com. The pharmaceutical company Merck has asked the FDA to approve a new pill to treat COVID-19. It would be the first option to fight COVID-19 in pill form. The drug has been shown to reduce COVID hospitalizations and deaths by half. It also provides a treatment that patients can simply take at home. The U.S. government has already committed to buying enough pills to treat 1.7 million people. And just in time for holiday shopping, California is the first state to require gender-neutral aisles in your favorite stores. These sections apply to children's toys and certain childcare items. The hope is to reduce the pressure of gender roles and stereotypes. The mandate only applies to stores with more than 500 employees. And one of the most infamous horror movie villains is coming back to the big screen this weekend. Find out who in entertainment. Then, later in sports, the Aztecs are making moves in the rankings. Find out how they are doing tonight in sports. Stay with Newscene. We will be back after the break.
Dad?
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
And Southwest Airlines customers are still fuming after 2,000 flights were canceled over the weekend. The airline blamed poor staffing and extreme weather conditions in Florida that impacted operations nationwide, but the FAA disagreed on the matter. The government agency said misplaced aircraft and personnel were more likely to be the problem. And gas prices are on the rise as the country's economy opens back up. The price for oil has shot up to above $80 a barrel. This has caused the national gas price average to surpass $3 per gallon. The price of gas has hit a 7-year high and is expected to increase as winter temperatures boost oil demand. The high cost of oil may affect production of goods and increase the price of transportation. And the word is out that a popular sitcom is getting a spin-off show. Jillian, could you tell us more?
Thanks, Estrella. I hope you're ready to hang out down the street because that 70s show is getting a spin-off. That's right. The upcoming Netflix sitcom, That 90s Show, will take place 2 decades later in the 90s. The original show creators, Bonnie and Terry Turner, will be stepping in as executive producers, and actors Kurtwood Smith and Deborah Jo Rupp will also be coming back to the screen to reprise their roles. Look for that in 2022. And people are still talking about Kim Kardashian and her highly anticipated hosting debut on Saturday Night Live.
I mean, I'm so used to having 360 million followers watching my every move. And I mean, how many people watch SNL? Like 10 million? So tonight is just a chill, intimate night for me.
The reality TV star opened the show with a hilarious monologue that took a couple jabs at her family, herself, and even Kanye West. Her mom, Kris Jenner, and sister Khloe made an appearance on some of the sketches as well. Audience responded well to her performance, and SNL ratings boosted after the episode aired. And Halloween is coming early for horror fans. Michael Myers is back on the big screen starting this Friday. Halloween Kills is the 12th film in the franchise since its debut in 1978, and original actresses Jamie Lee Curtis and Kyle Richards are back to reprise their roles in this thriller. You can bet it will have you on the edge of your seat. And that's all we have for entertainment. Back to you, Estrella.
Thank you, Jillian. I am super excited about watching the new Halloween film this weekend, and I'm sure we will be seeing many Michael Myers costumes out and about on the 31st. And the House of Mexico has returned to Balboa Park for the first time in 80 years. A grand opening for special guests was held last weekend to celebrate the completion of the newly built International Cottage. Festivities were lively with mariachi, music, food, and folk dancers. Mexico is one of the 9 new houses approved in 2016. Officials hope to open the cottage to the public by early November. SDSU football fans have another reason to celebrate. Tell us more, Assad.
Well, that's correct, Estrella. We're halfway through the college football season, and the San Diego State Aztecs continue its undefeated run. The Aztecs' dominant 31-7 victory over New Mexico puts them at 5-0. SDSU continued with the run-first strategy with all of their 4 touchdowns coming on the ground. One was from senior Greg Bell, with 2 more from quarterback Jordan Brookshire, and the last by running back Chance Bell. The Aztecs currently ranked 24th in the nation. And while SDSU is playing as good as they are away from San Diego, locals will finally be able to enjoy college football at home very soon. Tickets for the 2021 Holiday Bowl are now on sale. The game will be held right here in downtown San Diego at Petco Park. The baseball field will be converted to accommodate a football bowl game, and it's expected that the Aztec Stadium will host the game next year and going forward as part of a 5-year agreement with the city. And speaking of baseball, the MLB playoffs are heating up. The Astros sealed their series yesterday with a 10-1 victory over the Chicago White Sox. Houston will next play the Boston Red Sox to see who will punch their ticket to the World Series. And in the National League, the Atlanta Braves also sealed their series yesterday in a close 5-4 victory over the Milwaukee Brewers. They will take on the winner of the Giants and Dodgers series as they try to make it to the World Series as well. And that's all I have for sports. Back over to you, Estrella.
Thank you, Assad. Those were some great finishes last night. The next game should be just as good. And here's some news kids everywhere will love to hear. Dr. Fauci has given the green light for trick-or-treating this Halloween. The health expert says the declining trend in COVID-19 cases helps. It's still advised to avoid large crowds, and vaccinations are an extra layer of protection. The past few days have been relatively cool, but it's not yet time to put away those shorts. Joel, what's going on with weather?
Thanks, Estrella. Well, when it comes to our weather, take a live look outside and you'll see it's relatively fine. It's sunny, people are on the boats cruising around here in downtown San Diego. So with that, we hate to point out that it's going to be hot. But only for a brief moment. We take a look at our 3 things that are upcoming. You will see that we're going to have some hot autumn weekends, some cool days ahead, and colder evenings. Chilly. But we need to first deal with the hot autumn weekend. Before that, let's talk about our current temps. As you can see, it'll be consistent. It'll be in a span of 69 to 79, with the coast being sunny at 69, the mountains being sunny as well as 67, and a little bit warmer in the inland and desert. Overall, it's sunny throughout the region. No matter where you are, you will see the sun. Moving on, we'll see tonight's temperatures, in which, yes, you are seeing that for real. It's cold everywhere. Sure, you might get lucky if you're in San Diego, Chula Vista, with a 56, 55, or 57 in Imperial Beach. But if you're in Mount Laguna, you're probably going to need a jacket or 2, or 3. Because Mount Laguna is ice cold at 38 degrees. And yeah, I was shocked when I saw this too. It's really cold, and we're barely on the 2nd or 3rd week of autumn. But yeah, you'll see overall we're in the 50s on the coast, but then the deeper you go inside to the desert, it's going to get really, really cold. So, no matter where you are, remember to put on a jacket for the night, because it may be hot in the daytime, but it'll get really cold at night. Trust me, you're going to need a jacket or 2, and maybe the heater as well. Looking at our 5-day forecast, you'll see that for the moment, yeah, you notice that spike, because see, 72 on Thursday, but then the next 2 days after that will be 83 and 82. So don't put away those shorts just yet. You're going to need them for those 2 days. And then you see the bright side that by Sunday we'll be back to 73 and Monday will be 71. But point out here, just notice all those 50s and 60s. It's going to get really cold at night. That might be a little confusing considering the inconsistent weather we've had, but the good thing is the heat will only be here for 2 days, and then we'll go back to the autumn. So don't put away those shorts just yet. It might be a little stuffed in your closet because, well, shorts, jackets, it's a little bit weird, but hey, that's San Diego for you. That's all I have for weather. Back to you.
Thank you, Joel. I did not feel like I woke up in San Diego this morning. It was way too cold. but we're in that awkward period where it's ice cold in the morning, then hot out of nowhere in the afternoon. Finally, tonight we have some fantastic news for teachers. Free food. McDonald's is giving away a breakfast combo called the Thank You Meal all week. It comes with a breakfast sandwich, hash browns, and a medium drink, all packed up in a Happy Meal box. The offer is only available for teachers and faculty who show their school IDs. The Thank You Meal is available now at select locations until this Friday. And on that note, I am hungry, but before I eat, stay up to date on all the latest headlines from City College and our community. Find it all on sdcitytimes.com.